I'm Tom, and this is Adult Game Reviews. This week I take a look at Westview Academy by Tako Yuh, which was recently released to Steam. Do you wish you played college basketball or was maybe a musician? You want to get girls falling all over you? Well, either path is a good path. Westview Academy gives you that chance. This was my first buy, wait, or pass review. I like to change things up every once in a while with my reviews, so let me know what you think. Currently, the cost of Westview Academy is $11.99 on Steam. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe if you want. So, do you want to go to college with all the hard work removed? Well, Tako Yuh gives you that chance. This leads into some issues I had with the AVN, but let's get to the plot first. You play the main character who is off to his first year of college. You and your best friend got into Westview Academy, not your first choice, but a pretty good school as far as I can tell. The first thing that happens is you meet some of your dorm mates and are introduced to people very quickly, even your arch nemesis. There are a variety of girls with different personalities. This is your story about being in college. You attend a couple of classes, but this is mostly about you getting dragged into friend drama with Alyssa and some of her friend group. More on this later. Okay, let's get into the review. First off, Tako Yuh did some things that were fantastic graphically. There were cuts and animations. I'll show you an example right here. The renders looked great, and there was music with minimal sound effects. I felt like the story was fairly disjointed though. You kind of jumped around doing random things, which had me questioning what the purpose of some of those interactions were. You go to a really dull party where there's friend drama with Alyssa that you aren't really connected with. This felt out of place, and I get that it was for character development, but there is a huge problem with that, and I'll discuss that in a moment. The first path that I took was the basketball path, and these moments were great, with some AVN-style QuickTime events. The first step is you have to make the team, which led to a couple of fun scenes. Later scenes down the basketball path felt a little off, though. It's hard to tell exactly how meaningful all these moments were. Some of the questions I know mattered when you were talking to some of the girls, but there were some that I know didn't matter as far as your choices go. This is pretty standard in AVNs, but something to point out. One trend that I noticed is that there have been quite a few games that are starting to make better looking main characters, and Westview Academy is no different. He's a good looking guy, and you either go down the musician or basketball path, so it's no wonder all the girls are all over him. My biggest complaint about Westview Academy is that it's so short and it felt rushed. The first season is only 4 chapters. Many AVNs will have 5 to 8 chapters in the first season, and I don't like the trend of AVNs getting shorter and shorter for the same price. If you're going to do this, it better be like Artemis, which was great. Each chapter in Artemis was fairly long. There was 4 chapters released there, but it was still between 6 and 8 hours worth of content. The chapters in Westview Academy were about an hour each, so for $12 you're getting about 4 hours of gameplay with one playthrough. It was substantially shorter with the second playthrough. This leads to all the problems you would think. The basketball and music scenes were good, but felt rushed. It doesn't feel like you really get to know most of the characters in any real way, but some love interests were better than others. Lastly, it was a little hard to gauge the amount of adult content, but it felt like it was a little bit on the lighter side. What was there was decent, the renders looked amazing, and there were minor animations, but the scenes could feel very fast. A lot of this depends on the particular love interest you chose, but definitely on the lighter side of adult content. There is a really good game here, but it was kind of ruined by an incredibly short first season and a seemingly rushed plot and character development. So, I'm going to rate this as either a wait for a sale or wait until a second season is released. Maybe with 2 seasons released, it'll feel like one full season. Let me know what your thoughts were on Westview Academy or what you think is an appropriate amount of content for a first season. I usually default on a minimum of 8 hours of content for the first season. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Thanks all, and I will see you all next week for another review. Until next time.